What up, all you girls, gays, and days? It is your favorite Arkansas hillbilly here, Ruby Moonshine, and today... Okay, so as y'all may or may not know, yes, I'm wearing makeup. I know, y'all, I know. It's like 12 o'clock at night right now. I got bored and decided, hey, I'd put on some makeup. Yeah, I may be in a manic episode. I don't know. That's for my doctor to decide. Sometimes, if I have nothing to do, I get bored and do makeup. Sometimes, when I get bored and have nothing to do, I write. And yes, voodoo is behind me. We love this girl. So, as y'all may or may not know, I am a writer.
All right.
I didn't go to school for writing. I went to school for film and then dropped out shortly after. I am also severe dyslexic. Like, to the point that when I was in 4th grade, I believe, I was still reading at a kindergartner level. And I would get bullied for it a lot. Don't think I wouldn't. I mean, like, I got called the R slur multiple times by teachers. I also remember one time we had a substitute in class, and it was science class. And the science teacher had left a note saying, hey, this student is dyslexic, yada, yada, yada. She needs a little more time. She needs you to read it to her sometimes. And the put me out in the hallway as a form of punishment because she's like, you just don't want to do your work. Go out in the hallway, and shamed me in front of the whole entire class, then put me out in the hallway crying. I would like to dedicate this absolute you to that. But, you know, I think the fact that I'm publishing my very first debut novel, April 5th, is a bigger you to that. Also to my family members on my dad's side who decided to call me the lazy R slur for not graduating college. Yeah, I know. I have a life, but don't we all? But anyhow, my debut novel, The Tainted Lamb, is supposed to come out April 5th. Easter. Sunday. For those who do not know what the book is about, it is about a televangelist in the 80s named Adam Smith, and Adam Smith has a child that is born intersex. It basically follows our main character, Jewel. Well, at the beginning of the book, her name is Lee, and she's severely abused by Adam because she's intersex, and every chapter is a different layer of hell. This is my first book, and I'm self-publishing, so I'm having to do all the work myself. But, yeah. It has not been easy. I got the copyright all by myself. I got published on Amazon all by myself. I got it published on Ingram Sparks all by myself. Yeah, that gave me nightmares. Funny story, I actually had to stop at like 10 o'clock a few nights ago because I could not figure out how to publish on Ingram Sparks, and no matter what I did, I could not figure it out. And then I went to bed, woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning having nightmares about publishing on Ingram Sparks. I was literally in my dreams at my computer desk trying to publish on Ingram Sparks. That was the whole nightmare. Just like, how do I do this? How do I do this? But as y'all also know, I like to bounce around with my manuscripts. Like, I'll work on one project, get bored of it, toss it to the side, work on another project, put it on the back burner, bring in a new project. I got a whole buffet of works in progress. I am also working with another girl from Canada on a book. Well, I'm also partnering with a bunch of historians too. For context, I used to be a Civil War reenactor. I'm also autistic, and my hyperfixation was the Civil War. And I am writing a book that parodies the romanticization the South has for the Civil War. It's basically a parody of gods and generals, but it has fantasy. It's a whole dark fantasy Southern Gothic parody of the Civil War. Well, of the South's romanticization of the Civil War and the Confederacy. So yes, Robert E. Lee rides into battle on a fluffy pink unicorn. So yes, Burning Sherman has an army of dragons that he commands to burn plantations at his whim. And yes, I actually partnered with Black historians to help write this. And my best online buddy, Tori David. Hi, Tori. I know you're watching this. Also, this whole video is inspired by my bestie, Tori. So Tori has been doing writing vlogs. Well, write with me vlogs or write with me videos on TikTok. Hi, Voodoo. Who's my good kitty. So, of course, I wanted to do a writing vlog. So yeah, that's what we're doing for this video. You're gonna sit back, relax, grab a beer, and write with me. So yeah, we're doing a write with me video, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't write with a computer. I don't write with pen or paper. I don't write with pencil or paper. I don't write with chalk. So I know this is going to make all y'all professional writers clutch your pearls and cringe, but I write with my phone. Because again, I'm severe dyslexic and I use voice to text, which works better on my phone than it does on my computer. I use Google Docs too. And then I clean it all up on a computer. I send it to my editor, and my editor also cleans it up on a computer and cleans it up in Word. And then I will get my final manuscript back and be able to publish. But what's tonight's writing project about? Because like I believe I said, I bounce from manuscript to manuscript. But what's today's writing project about? So I mainly write parodies, and recently I've been getting really dark because normally I get really dark with my writing, and there was a scene in a character's backstory in one of my works that had me dry heaving beside the toilet the rest of the night and crying. I did a very good job wording it, but gods, did I get trauma from that. Long story short, after having to write that scene, I need something lighthearted. I need something goofy. So I had the rough draft of one of my manuscripts, and I decided, I want to change this part. I want to change that part. I want to change this whole character up. So tonight we're going to write on A Cowgirl Christmas, which I wrote about basically it's a joke about cowgirl pick-me's or country girl pick-me's. The type of girls who post on Facebook memes about them being like Beth Dutton from Yellowstone, unironically. The type of women that'll shame another woman for wearing chapstick to a rodeo because chapstick's a type of makeup. These pick-me's were the inspiration behind A Cowgirl Christmas. Because every December, like clockwork, all these pick-me's come crawling out of the woodwork to pitch in their 2 cents about what a woman wears to the NFR, the type of makeup a woman wears to the NFR, just bashing women for being women. It's basically the meme from Scooby-Doo where Velma goes to Daphne.
Well, is it our fault you wore high heels on a hiking trip? At least I try to look feminine!
So the whole storyline of A Cowgirl Christmas is you got Sarah Knox. Sarah Knox is the ultimate pick-me. And she's going to the NFR to compete as a barrel racer. And then you have Faye. Faye is this influencer who is assigned to go to the NFR to promote a makeup brand. And Sarah hates Faye. You know where this is going. Uh-huh. 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 We're making it gay. That's right, my friend. Lesbian enemies to lovers. Oh, I can visualize the hate comments already that I'll be getting. So yeah, it's a lesbian romance that goes down at the NFR between a real cowgirl and a buckle bunny. But there are huge differences between both of the documents I have for A Cowgirl Christmas. Starting off with the first rough draft of A Cowgirl Christmas, where it wasn't Sarah competing, but her twin brother, Silver, and also Silver was named Copper, but I didn't like that, so I renamed him Silver. And in the original, he was competing in the NFR. Initially, I didn't want Sarah to compete in the NFR because I was like, she would be that type of girl who'd be like, well, you don't have to do rodeos to be a real cowgirl. But I decided to bring her pick-me level down a notch. Now she's a barrel racer because I thought, oh, that would make more sense to the story. Got to chapter 6 before I would realize this. So we're going to be rewriting it all the way from chapter... Wait, which chapter did I get to? Hold up. Looks like I've already rewritten all the way almost to the end of chapter 2. But anyhow, I use voice to text, so I'm going to be cutting in and out and like having... This is just going to be a brainstorming moment because I don't want to spoil my novel by using voice to text all through the video and be like, oh, well, Sarah did this, and then Faye did that, and then Silver did the other thing. I don't want to dictate my whole book to you guys. I want to leave some of it a mystery. So I'm just going to be coming up with the brainstorming with you guys. And we're going to be writing, and if you see a cut and it jump, that means I was busy writing. Okay, so my cat's in my lap. I just opened Google Docs over here, and I was going to listen to a podcast or listen to the TV while I wrote, but I don't feel like doing that tonight. I really don't. Like, sometimes I just want silence to write, and then sometimes I want to do 2 things at once. Sometimes I don't. I don't know why. So I got to the part in the book where they're at their hotel. They just woke up. It's their first night in Vegas. And Sarah has been doing her research on Faye after their first meeting at the NFR. Like, they accidentally bump into each other at the NFR. And she thinks Faye is flirting with her brother. But anyhow, she winds up cyber stalking her all night. And so in this scene that I just got to, she basically is woken up by her brother, and she's not even woken up. Like, she's scrolling through her phone, and he's just like, hey, let's go get breakfast. They go downstairs, they get breakfast, and I'm to the part where she bumps into Faye again. They're at the same hotel. Okay, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. I am to chapter 3. Halfway done with chapter 3, okay? And I got hungry, so we're gonna make me some fried rice. Just gonna plop the whole bowl in here. I'm also going to make me some coffee with brown sugar and cinnamon, because that's delicious. I'm going to fix me some eggs while I'm at it. Here goes the fun part, just cracking the eggs. We always save our eggshells now for witchcraft reasons. Remember that, kids. Those are good for protection. Now we just scramble and keep on scrambling and keep on scrambling. I'm not taking my eye off of you. I'm sorry, but as I'm cooking, all that's going through my head right now is just the Love Shack. It's just, I don't know why I have the Love Shack stuck in my head, but I have already added the egg to the stir fry. Now we're going to add a little bit of yum yum sauce. Just a shot of yum yum sauce. It was more than a shot. I know what you commenters are going to say. You're cooking in a writing blog. Yeah, it's good to take a break now and then from your work and cook you a meal or watch a little TV or do something, that'll give your brain a quick break before you have a seizure or an aneurysm. I'm also making me iced coffee at the same time, so that is always extremely satisfying to me. Just good way to let all your anger out or nerves. I feel like a bartender, trashy makeup and all. So I got my midnight dinner prepared, and I'm also going to be proofreading while I eat. And I have this reader app tool Again, because I'm dyslexic, I have a reader app tool that allows me to do stuff like scan books, and I can turn those into audiobooks. I can also use it to put in my documents too. But anyhow, long story short, I can also copy and paste my documents into it and also upload my documents into it. Right now, I'm just going to be using it to proofread my work. So I'm just going to save and listen. And
Sarah picked her phone back up. She told herself she was just checking engagement, just seeing how bad it was. She refreshed. Worse. The comments had multiplied. What had been irritation an hour ago was now something feral. A stitched video sat near the top.
Okay, so right now I'm scrolling through Pinterest looking at NFR fashion because I wanted to change Faye's outfit for this scene. And she basically has an outfit every scene. Like, she goes full influencer at NFR. But anyhow, I found these turquoise nails, and don't they just... I don't get my nails done anymore. I haven't gotten my nails done in a year, but... a girl can dream. I love the art of nails. It's just, long nails are very overstimulating for me. I guess I could get short nails. Okay, girly pop, I found the outfit I want to try to describe in this novel. I want that outfit, both in the novel and in real life. OMG, I follow this influencer on TikTok. Oh my gosh, I love her outfits. That is getting saved for inspiration. I just now realized there's a trash bag behind me. I forgot to take out the trash. Oh well, I'll do that in the morning. Okay, so I see this outfit every time I open up my Pinterest board. I love it. I love that outfit. I love it. I love it. It's serving, and I want to wear it. I want it so bad. Okay, I will spend hours scrolling through Pinterest to get my inspiration. Like, oh my gosh. I'm like obsessed. I'm saving this for future chapters. I can't decide if I want to be those girls or those girls. Wait, they're probably Republican. Get hate crimed by those girls. I'm okay with that. Like, I don't mind being degraded. I just need a t-shirt that says "Trample Me Rodeo Queen" on it. That would be an icon moment. Okay, so this chapter is called Sushi High Noon. If you know, you know what that's a reference to. If you know, you know. I'd just like to go on the record stating that all of these... Oh, where's my writing script saying? All of these chapters are play on words, play on cowboy expressions, shows, westerns, just a lot of country puns in general. I'm sorry that I was raised a cowgirl on a beef cattle ranch. And then turned into this. I bring dishonor upon my family. I bring dishonor upon my cows. On the bright side, we're on chapter 4. Mama's going to hit her goal tonight. Actually, I'm just going to stop at chapter 4 for tonight. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning. Okay, so halfway through chapter 4, I decided to take off all my makeup because I was starting to get tired and I was afraid that I would literally crash while writing, which I have done. I am so ding-dang tired. So I'm gonna wrap this up. This has been what I do. This is my writing process. There is no writing process. What am I joking? There is no writing. There's no method to my madness. But I did complete a good 4, maybe, no. 4, I don't know how many chapters I completed tonight. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning though. I'm going to bed. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you can tolerate my personality. And that's it for this video. I'm just gonna go in my room and crash.